Today we're exploring the town of Šibenik, and this afternoon we'll be going to Lake Vrana for some nature. Unlike other cities along the Dalmatian coast, which were settled by Greeks and Romans, Šibenik was founded by Slavs. Šibenik has one of the best protected ports on the Croatian Adriatic. Today it's the home of excursion boats and tourist charters. One of the fastest growing sectors of the Šibenik economy is tourism. The church and monastery of St. Francis looms over the waterfront. We walk up through a city park built in 1895. At the entrance to the park is a statue of King Peter Krešimir IV. The first mention of Šibenik is in 1066 in a document saying that the king held court here. The park was renovated in 1995 and links the waterfront to the town's main square. The town square has an unusual clock, with jets of water acting as the hour and minute hands. One side of the square hosts the city library, a strikingly modern glass building. But on the square side is what appears to be an old stone wall with a statue of St. Michael killing a dragon. Just off the square is Šibenik Theater, built in 1870, which makes it the second oldest theater in Croatia. It was built not by the government, but by 28 citizens of Šibenik. Now our guide, Ivana, takes us through the back streets of the Old Town. This is Zagrebačka Street, but the locals call it Mašna, meaning greasy, because it used to house many butcher shops and taverns that would throw their waste into the street. There are lots of souvenir shops. Ivana pointed out this pretty flower on a bush growing out of the masonry on a building. It's a caper flower. Like everywhere in Croatia, coffee is a social event. This pretty well sums it all up. This is the Church of the Ascension. It was originally built by the Knights Templar. After a fire in 1725, it got its Baroque facade. For a unique souvenir, there is this unique t-shirt shop. The Church of St. John was built in the middle of the 15th century. The Church of St. John's four-story belfry boasts the town's oldest mechanical clock. For those of us who enjoy photographing interesting doors and windows, Šibenik offers a rich environment. This is a 16th century palace that's now a hotel. We would have missed this if Ivana had not pointed it out. It's a Renaissance dog watering station for the love of dogs. This was the fashionable part of town during the 17th century. On the narrow streets, we passed several Renaissance palaces. Many with the coat of arms of their original owners proudly displayed. This is the Church of St. Barbara, built in the mid-1600s. It has a most unusual clock, a 24-hour clock with Roman numerals and a face that's upside down. Šibenik hosts an international children's festival every summer, featuring children's workshops and plays. This Renaissance building is Šibenik's town hall. It was originally built between 1533 and 1546. It was completely destroyed on December 1943. But after the war, it was restored to its original facade and the interior updated for its function as the seat of municipal government. Across St. James Square from the town hall is the crown jewel of Šibenik, the Šibenik Cathedral. It's considered the most important architectural monument of the Renaissance in Croatia. It was listed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2000. Building the cathedral started in 1402. It was originally consecrated in 1443, per the scroll held by these putti. The west portal is called the Lion Gate. These very Renaissance lions support an intricately carved column. On top of the columns are Adam and Eve. What makes this cathedral exceptional are the details. These Renaissance portraits immortalize important people who had, for some reason, impressed or maybe paid the architect. The west portal doors were replaced in 1967. We did go inside, but a mass was underway, so we couldn't look around and just took one discreet picture. In the courtyard outside the cathedral is a statue of Damatinas, the cathedral's builder. This afternoon, we're visiting Lake Vrana, one of Croatia's 11 nature parks, one step below a national park. Lake Vrana is the largest lake in Croatia, covering almost 12 square miles. It's in a karst valley that's filled with water. Its surface is only 4 inches above sea level, and its maximum depth is 13 feet. At the north end of the lake is a special ornithological reserve, an almost untouched habitat for birds. The park has a well-maintained network of boardwalks and informational signs. The lake is the only nesting site in Croatia for the endangered pygmy cormorant. We've seen lots of cormorant species in lots of different places, but this one is new to us. They range from here in Croatia to the Caspian Sea. They like brackish water, just like here in Lake Vrana. Little egrets are fishing the reeds along the shore. Because we're so close to the Adriatic, gulls are common. But more than birds call this place home. And as one might expect in this marshy environment, there are lots of bugs. It was nice to get out into nature. On our way back along the boardwalk, we looked for flowers as well as birds.